she should make you in your masculine, bro, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? When they're telling so much about like, sorry my English, but they say like, oh yeah, the guy should like make the woman be in her feminine. No, that's a mistake. That's like that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. The woman is supposed to make you in your masculine, because the man is like a helper, right? The man is like really helpful human being, and the woman is more like passive in a way, you know, passive, like staying at home with the kids when she's pregnant, for example. Like that's it. That's like you don't think about a woman like an active, not like in an exercise way. I'm not talking about that at all. Like, but like an active force. You know what I mean? Like the woman is like a passive one. Like you can say she's like on her throne. You know, many people like to see like the woman as, oh, she's sitting on the throne. You know, I'm very fine with that. And you know why I'm fine with that? Because she's a passive being. She's a passive being. And so it doesn't make sense when let's say when people say, women and also some men say like, oh, you should make the woman feel like in her feminine. It doesn't make sense at all, because that means that she's weak, right? You're like telling that she's absolutely not on the throne, at least. She's absolutely not on the throne. So basically what you're saying, like she's weak. Like, oh yeah, you should make her be in her feminine. You should act so she is in her No, that's what I want to bring out with this video. If you were a woman and you were sitting on your throne, right, Queen Bee, or sitting on your throne, would you like that your man was like, oh yeah, we need to worship you, so we need to treat you a certain way so you get in your feminine energy? No. If you were the queen on your throne, you would like your man to be like the best, right? Like the best, the strongest, the most helpful, the most like productive, and so forth. So you, as the throne, as the queen, you will treat your man to get the best out of them, right? So you would be like, oh, I'm gonna treat them so they get the masculine out of them. Because man, masculine, female, feminine. Understand? It's not really hard to understand. But unfortunately, there's so many women that, and I think like they have been like indoctrinated. So they're actually just, oh, they think they get like empowered by all this, like, oh yeah, treat me so I get in my feminine. What? You get in your feminine? Don't you have like responsibility of that yourself? Don't you have the responsibility to be in your feminine yourself? You know? And especially like, and then you can say, yeah, but don't men have the responsibility to be in the masculine themselves? Yeah, of course, themselves. But when you are a couple, when you have a relationship with the man and female, as the example, the queen and her workers, that's a relationship dynamic, right? You want the best out of the other part. Like you don't want men to just, oh yeah, let's get the femininity out of our queen, yes, and get nothing back. Of course not. You will be like, oh fuck this. I don't wanna get your like, what's in it for me? You know? That dynamic doesn't work at all. So it needs to be the woman needs to lead. That's what they say. That's all they say too. Like the woman needs to lead by getting the masculine out of the man, by treating the man out, so he gets like the masculinity out. That's the main issue in today's, landscape of like the female doesn't really understand the power that they're holding, because they've been indoctrinated by this, that they are a victim or something like that, and that's obviously not a strong human being. So when you say like, oh yeah, you should get, if you as a woman say, oh yeah, you should get me to act like a woman or feel like a woman, what? That's fucking weird. Sorry my language, but that's weird. That's just weird. And what else did I want to say about it? Yeah, that's just weird. Think about it yourself. You can use your brain. You can use your brain and think about it. My argument is very strong here. So as a woman, obviously you want the man to be the best, right? To be all that he can be. Obviously. Otherwise you are like, yeah, you can, I don't know, yeah. You want that part to be everything that part can be. And how do you do that? How do you do that? Do you do that by making him worshiping you? No, not at all. Then he will just say, oh, what's in it for me? I don't want to do this. No, get out, get away. I'm just losing my energy here. No, he wants you to treat him like a man, to treat him, to say, I'm proud of you, you're so strong, you are healthy, you are handsome, I can count on you, that's so good, I'm so lucky to be with you. Those kind of things, where has that gone? Bring that back. That's the real, that's the nature, that's nature's way, that's God's way, that's nature's way. When the queen on the throne, who is the queen on the throne? Who lasts as the queen on the throne? That's the queen that treats the men as, as guys, as like, gives them encouragement, gives them support, gives them like a reinforcement of that they are wanted and needed. That's simple. It's simple logic here. Not but yeah, my mind works this way. So please, if you as a woman sees this and you're thinking, I'm not really having a great success by this kind of like, let's just put it like that, this liberal way I'm following, like in dating and so forth. I'm not really, I'm not really knowing what a man is, even. Like, I don't know, like, really what I thought like being with a guy or having a guy relationship or whatever should feel different. Yeah, it should feel different because you're doing it wrong. You're not, you are being indoctrinated by this kind of liberal kind of, oh, guys should like treat me like so good so I get my femininity out. And but then you're never really knowing what a man is, and that's what you really want, right? And for me, I'm talking about my personal experience here, and obviously for a lot of men as well, knows this very deeply inside. The best woman they have met, or when they feel attracted to a woman, is when a woman like really sees that I'm talking to a guy here. I'm talking to a man. I treat him with respect. I laugh at his jokes and says that he's funny and he's handsome and stuff like that. Those girls, and even if they do it like, oh, I'm gonna make that guy like, I know how to push the buttons so he will be very like up and positive and have a great view on himself. I'm not saying you should like, oh yeah, you should like, that can be calculated, sure, but do it anyway. Because that's what makes us really want to be your working bees, And do it with a clean heart, Don't do it to use other men. because that will be exposed sooner or later. But if you do it with a pure heart, you have a soulmate.